around your neck for me. Great, so just going to start with your feet to begin with. So we're just going to find your balance. So we're going to do some heel raises. So you're just going to breathe in and you're just going to rise all the way up to the balls of your feet. So you're going to find that balance at the top. And then you're going to lower the heels all the way back down with control. Okay, and just repeat that again. So just going to breathe in to rise. And then breathe out to lower back down. Okay, and then again. So you're going to breathe in, rise. And then breathe out, lower. And lifting up. And down. Good, and then 2 more. And last time. Good, and then rest your heels back down. Okay, so now this time we're going to add some bicep curls, and also we're going to add a bend of your knees. So before we do your rise and your bicep curl, we're just going to bend your knees. So it's a very small bend, so it's not a squat position, it's literally just a bend of your knees. So if I did it sideways on, I'm trying to maintain that neutral position. Tummy pulls in, so we're not sitting back into your squat position. It's just literally bend those knees. And then from there, just going to straighten the legs. Then you're going to bicep curl as you rise. So take your weights up to your shoulders, and then bring the arms back down by your side, lower the heels. And then again, so you're going to bend, straighten, rise, lift the heels, bicep curl. And then rest those arms back down. And again, so you're going to bend, straighten, rise, and lower. And bend, and straighten, and rise, and lower. Good, and again. That's it. Good, and then 2 more. And last time. Good, and then just rest those arms down back by your side. Okay, now this time we're going to repeat this whole section again, but we're going to do it with your feet in, by your hips in external rotation. So if you just, for me, just bring your heels together. That's it. And then just going to draw your belly button in, find that engagement there. And we're just going to start with your heel raise to begin with, like we did with your feet in parallel. So we're going to breathe in and we're going to squeeze your heels together, squeeze your legs together as you rise. And then you're going to lower the heels all the way back down to the floor. So you're really going to get those legs activated and your hips and your glutes all at the same time. So again, just going to breathe in and rise. Keep the arms rested down by your side and then breathe out, lower. And again. Good. So you should definitely feel a difference in your legs. Feel the difference in how much harder your legs have to work. Good, and again, rise, and lower. Good, 2 more. And last time. And resting your heels back down. Good, now we're going to add a plie. So like with your feet in parallel, so plie means a small bend, which is basically exactly the same as what you're going to be doing now if your heel's in this position. So this time we're going to bend your knees, and we're also, again, going to do your rise and also add your bicep curl. So as we, what we're going to do first. So we're going to we're going to rise first, sorry. No, sorry, I did that wrong. Plie first, I'll get it right in a minute. So you're going to take a deep breath in, breathing out, you're just going to bend your knees, so you're going to push your knees out to the side. Then you're going to squeeze your legs together. You're going to rotate your hands. You're going to lift your heels off the floor as you go into your bicep curl and your rise. Lower the heels down, lower those arms down. And again, you're going to bend your knees, squeeze the legs together, bicep curl, lift the heels off, and then lower back down, and then repeat. So you bend, squeeze the legs, and rise, and lower. And again, bend, and squeeze the legs together, engage for the glutes as you bicep curl, down, and again. Good, and again, bend, straighten and squeeze, rise, and then 2 more. Good, and then last time. Well done, and then rest those arms, and then just bring your feet back to parallel, so back to normal, that's it. And just give those legs a little shake. Good. Okay, now from here, just going to move through the upper body a little bit now. So I'm just going to take both your arms straight up towards the ceiling. So just going to lift both the arms straight above the head when you're ready. That's it. And just going to rotate your hands inwards. And we're going to go into your side bend from here. So we're going to lift up through your tummy. And just going to breathe in to prepare. Breathing out as you reach up and over. So really engage through your tummy here. You can do this without the weights if you need to. Breathing in. And then breathe out, return back to center. Then you're going to bring your arms down in between. And then you're going to lift the arms back up again. And then repeat. So you're going to go up and over. And then return. And then bring the arms down. And then lift back up again. And repeat. And then lower down. And up. And again. Good, and then do it one more time on each side. Good, and then last time, up and side bend. Good, and then bring your arms down to rest, that's it. Okay, now we're going to go into your roll downs now. So we're going to stand on your mats when you're ready. Feet hip distance apart. And we're going to take both the arms straight above the head. So again, you're going to draw the belly button in. You're going to lift the weights up above the head. And then from there, we're going to go into your roll down. So we're going to push your arms down by your side. Then you're going to nod the chin towards the chest as you roll down towards the floor. So keep the tummy engaged. Head heavy, arms heavy, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, draw the belly button in. As you roll back up to standing, taking your arms out to the side, then all the way above the head. So back to your starting position. And again, so you're going to breathe out, push those arms down. Good. Nod the chin to the chest as we roll down towards the mat. Breathing in here. And then breathing out, draw the tummy in, rolling back up, arms out to the side, straight above the head. And again, arms down, nod. Rolling down to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out to roll back up. We'll do this 2 more times. And then the last one, we're going to stay down at the bottom for me. Good. And when you get down to the bottom, just put your weights to one side. And we're just going to walk your hands forward for me. So you're going to walk your hands into a downward dog position. So you're going to walk your hands away from the feet. And you're going to press your heels down to the floor as much as you can. And again, soften through your elbows and really let the head drop in between the head. Okay, now from here, we're going to do a little sequence now. So just going to bend through your knees. So you're going to lower your knees down towards the floor, keeping your toes tucked under. And then you're going to take your arms forward and you're going to sit back into your shell stretch. Then from here, we're going to come back to all fours. And you're going to lift your knees off the floor. So into that downward dog position. And then you're going to bend your knees, come back down, and again sit back into your shell stretch. And just repeat that. So you can bring up. Lift the knees off, push your hands down into the floor, lift the tailbone, and then again, bend your knees, lower down, and then sit back, and repeat. That's it. So it's not quite all fours, because your hands are just a little bit further away from your shoulders. That's it. And then we'll do this 2 more times. Go forward and lift and lower and sit back. And then the last time, and we're going to stay down in that shell stretch when you're ready. So you're just going to relax the toes and then you're going to sit all the way back into that shell stretch, resting your head on the floor, and then just breathe there. So just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, just going to take one more breath, and then when you're ready, just roll yourself up to sitting. Good, now we're going to lie down onto your back now for me. So just have your weights nearby for me, and kind of lie down onto your mat. Good. So as it's March, in the Pilates world, that means at the moment it is Pilates Madness. So basically the whole of March we're celebrating Pilates. So every day of the month in March we do a specific Pilates exercise from the classical repertoire. So yesterday was the first day, so that was the 100, which we're going to do in a minute. And then also today's exercise is the roll-up, okay, which we're going to do again in a session, okay. So when you're ready, you're going to come and lie down onto your back. And again, so make sure we're in the correct alignment. So just make sure heels underneath your knee creases, pelvis is neutral. Draw the belly button in, so you've got a little bit of engagement there for your tummy, and just relax through your shoulders, and then just grab hold of your weights in your hands, so your arms are resting down by your side. Okay, now I'm just going to start with your curl up. So again, weights are always optional, you don't have to use them, so just be aware of your body. So just choose what works best for you for today. If we can, we're just going to lift both your legs into a double knee fold. So we're going to bring both the feet off the floor if we can. Remember to bring your knees ever so slightly over the hips, heels in line with your knees. And then from there, we're just going to breathe in, and we're going to lift those arms up, and we're going to reach them back towards the head without collapsing the arms on the floor. Then we're going to breathe in here, and then as you breathe out, you're going to take the arms forward. You're going to nod the chin towards the chest as we come up into a curl up position. And you're going to breathe in here, and then breathe out as you rest your head back down, and then reach those arms back without collapsing those arms on the floor, without moving the rib cage. And again, so arms forward, nod, curling up, breathing in, and then breathing out, rolling back down, face the head and reach the arms back. And again. Okay, we're just going to do this twice more through. And last time. Good, and then just rest your arms back down by your sides, and then just rest your feet down to the floor for me. Good, okay, now we're going to go into your 100 exercise now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it all together, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what you're going to be doing with your legs as we're doing your 100 exercise. So the first position we're going to be in is both feet on the floor. So it's just a different variation of the 100, just to make it a little bit different. So you're going to again pop the weights to one side, arms resting down by your side, and you're just going to reach those arms back towards the head like you just did before. Then you're going to breathe in here, and then breathing out as you take your arms forward, nod the chin towards the chest, find that curl up position that you were just in, and then when you're ready, pop those arms up and down and start breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, now I want you to see if you can lift one leg off the floor, so lift your right leg off. And now see if you can lift your left leg off. Now remember, you don't have to do any of these legs positions, you can just stay in any of these legs positions that suit you best. And then see if you can straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep those arms moving, keep focusing on your breath. Stretch the left leg up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to squeeze the legs together. And then just see if you can lower your legs slightly. And then lift the legs back up. And then bend both your knees, keeping your legs squeezed together. And then rest one foot down to the floor. And then rest the other foot. And then you're going to pause and you're going to hold that position. So keep the arms still, draw the tummy in. And when you're ready, rest your hands down and rest your head down to the floor. Well done. Good. Pilates, Pilates. The 100 is challenging. It's a really challenging exercise to really test your stamina and also obviously working on your core strength and then focusing on the coordination of your movement and breath all at the same time, which is quite a lot going on. Well done. So now from here, just before we come up to sitting, just going to come into your spine curl. So just going to soften around your neck, soften around your shoulders, keeping those arms nice and long, just to release through your lower back. So just going to breathe in to prepare, then breathe out as you push your feet down into the floor, tilt the pelvis towards you as you peel your spine off the mat, rolling up section by section. You're going to breathe in here at the top, and then breathing out as you roll back down through your spine, bringing your pelvis back to neutral. Okay, and then again, so you're going to breathe in to prepare, breathing out, tilt the pelvis towards you, push your feet down, peel the spine away. Breathing in, and then breathing out to roll back down. Good, I'm just going to do this 2 more times. And then last time, so nice and controlled. Good, and then rolling back down to the floor. Well done. Okay, now from here, we're going to come up to sitting. So just going to roll over onto your side and then push yourself up to sitting. Good, so now you're going to practice your roll up, but before we do it, I'm just going to prep you first. So we're actually going to grab, this is where we're going to grab your resistant band for me. Sorry, I was using this earlier for a little workout for myself and I forgot to untie it. Anyway, all you're going to do is just place, so you're going to bend your knees and you're going to flex your feet and you're going to place the band around the ball of around your feet. Sorry, these bands get so fiddly. There we go. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, band around the feet. So you're going to flex through the feet. So pushing your heels down into the floor. Okay, so we're going to start with just rolling back. So kind of like your half roll back, basically, to start with. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. Got the band in your hands for support. And just going to breathe in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, just going to draw your belly button in. Tuck your pelvis under, softening those shoulders as you nod your chin towards the chest. Now it's quite a small movement we're doing to begin with. You're going to breathe in here, and then as you breathe out, you're going to keep the curve in your spine, and as the shoulders reach over your hips, lengthen through the back. Okay, then we'll do that again. So just going to breathe in to prepare. So knees hip distance apart, and you're going to tuck your pelvis under, draw the belly button in, nod the chin to the chest, breathing in here, and then breathing out to roll yourself up. Okay, and then again. Good, so really thinking about that C curve. So pull the belly button in. Try not to let the chin collapse on the chest. And then we'll do this one more time. And then rolling back up to sitting. Good. Okay, now this time we're going to stretch those legs away from you. So we're going to straighten the legs this time. Okay, so the roll up is really testing your core strength roll up. So the band does really help for support and does help you get off the floor. But the aim is to keep it as smooth and as fluid as possible. So we never want to move with I can't say that word, momentum. So you always want to be controlled and keep it nice, keep it flowing. Okay, so all we're going to do, so we're going to start with your C curve like we just did. So you're going to soften around your shoulders. You're going to breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, you're going to pull your belly button in, tucking your pelvis under, nodding the chin towards the chest. Now we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So you're going to roll one vertebrae at a time, keeping those hands on the band as you roll down with control. And then the back of your head is the last thing to come down to the mat. Okay, now from here, without bending those arms, we're going to breathe in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, we're going to nod the chin towards the chest, draw the belly button in as you roll yourself up to sitting. And as the shoulders reach over your hips, lengthen through your spine. Okay, just going to try this 3 times. And if you do find you get stuck, go back to, so if you feel like you're having to force it too much, go back to bending your knees and just go back to rolling halfway down and then rolling back up. Or try, if you have a cushion handy, try popping a cushion behind you, just behind your tailbone. So that when you roll down, you'll be just resting on that lower back. And then when you come up, again, still on the lower back, and it just gives you kind of that little bit of a push to support your back, just so it keeps it more smooth. And again, stop you from forcing and using momentum to bring you up. Okay, so you have various different options. And again, keep those shoulders relaxed. Good. And then once you've done your 3rd one, just rest for me. Okay. Now this time, you're going to try and take your band away. So if possible, you can keep hold of the band, you don't have to take it away. But if you can, we're going to put your band to one side. You can still keep the cushion here behind you if you need it for a little bit more support. So we're going to start with those arms out in front of you if we're not using the band. Palms facing down towards the legs. Again, flex through your feet. And again, you're going to reach forward this time, up and over the hips and up and over your legs. So you're really trying to lengthen through your spine here. And then you're going to breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to roll down to the floor like you just did with control. So really articulating through your spine without collapsing in the upper back. Rest the head down, reach the arms back. Now, again, this is the hard bit, again, where it really tests that core straight. Breathing in here, and then breathing out, keeping it as smooth as possible. Arms forward, nod the chin towards the chest, draw the tummy in. And again, reaching forward, up and over the hips, and up and over the legs. And then again, so rolling back. Now, it's not just the core strength, so you're working on the mobility of your spine. So I completely understand you've got a very stiff back, lower back, then this can make it a little bit harder. And also tight hips can make it slightly harder as well. Good, just going to do it 2 more times if we can. And reaching up and over the legs. Good, and then one last time for me. Good, so basically 6 roll-ups are the same as doing 6 kind of curl-ups. Doing this, instead of doing crunches, it's always a better option than getting that flatter stomach. Okay, yeah, so roll-up's all about core strength, really. But again, still mobilizing the spine, still trying to get flexibility into your back, which is also really good as well. So now from here, we're going to come and lie down onto your back for me. So when you're ready, come and lie down back onto your back. And then we're just going to focus on your obliques now for me. So focusing on those internal obliques. So we're just going to interlace your fingers and just pop your hands behind the back of your head for me. And bringing your elbows in. So again, you can see them in the corner of your eyes. And we're just going to start with your normal oblique curl. So we're just going to breathe in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, we're just going to nod the chin towards the chest. We're going to rotate through the upper spine, taking your right shoulder over towards the left hip. Then you're going to breathe in here at the top. And then as you breathe out, you're just going to rest your head back down to the floor. And then again on the other side. So you're just going to breathe in to prepare. Breathing out, nod the chin to the chest, taking that left shoulder over towards the right hip. Breathing in, and then breathing out to come back down. Just going to do this 3 times on each side. So I want you to really focus as you do your oblique curl. Try not to lead with those arms. So try not to let those elbows come in towards your face. And then try not to move too far away from your body. So you still want to maintain your neutral position, and you don't want the lower back to be coming all the way off the floor. So literally, you're just rotating through the ribs, through the waist, and through the thoracic spine. Everything else is just kind of staying as it is. So just, again, you're isolating the body, which is what we always, quite a lot of the Pilates exercises is all about isolating. Good. Okay, now this time, we're going to do this again, but to make it a little bit more intense, we're now going to see if we can do this with your legs in a double knee fold. If not, keep both your feet connected to the floor. And again, interlace the fingers and popping your hands behind the back of the head. So now this time, we're not going to bring your head down in between. So we're literally just going to go straight from one side to the other. So we're going to breathe in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, you're going to nod the chin towards the chest and taking that right shoulder over towards the left hip. Then you're going to breathe in here. And then as you breathe out, you're going to use your waist, use your ribs, using your thoracic area to rotate, breathing in, and then breathing out to rotate to the other side. But again, try not to lead with those arms. So really focusing on just leading with from the waist, from the ribs, and then you'll really start to work through those internal obliques, so those deeper oblique muscles. So you've got external ones as well. Good. One more time on each side if we can. Good. And then come back to center. Rest your head down to the mat and resting your feet down to the floor. Well done. Okay, now it's time to take it into your Pilates crisscross. Okay, now again, you don't have to do this exercise. You can again stick with any of the previous ones. So again, you can keep both your feet connected to the floor and just stick to what we just did previously. Or again, just keep your legs in tabletop position. You don't have to do the extension, which we're going to do next. So again, you have the option now to go into the full crisscross exercise. So feet together, knees apart, interlacing the fingers, hands behind the back of the head. And again, you're going to take your right shoulder over towards the left hip, push that right leg away from you. Then you're going to breathe in here. And then as you breathe out, you're going to switch legs and you're going to switch. Breathing in, and then breathe out, you're going to switch to the other side. Okay, so just going to try this 8 times if possible. So you're breathing in, and then breathe out, switch. And again, no movement in that lower back. So we don't want to be twisting, and then we're completely moving everywhere in the lower back. So this all stays completely still. Okay, and then once we've done 8, so number 1 on each side counts as 1. You're going to come back to that starting position, rest your head down, and resting your feet down to the mat. Well done. I think this deserves a full body stretch now after doing all that. So just stretch both your legs away from you and take those arms back towards the head so we can stretch out those tummy muscles there. Well done. And breathe. Breathing in for the nose and out from the mouth. Good. And then when you're ready, just bring your arms forward, back down by your side, slide your feet in, and again, just going to roll over onto your side and then come up to sitting for me. That's it. Good. So for today, we're going to have a go at doing some Pilates push-ups, but we're not going to do the full push-up. We're just going to kind of prep for the push-up. Okay, so what we're going to do is if you come to all fours for me. So first we're going to start with a box push-up. So we're going to come to your hands and knees. So you've got your knees underneath your shoulders. Sorry, I just realised what I said. Knees underneath your hips and then hands underneath your shoulders. But I don't know where my head is today. So just lengthen your tailbone. Draw the belly button in and then head in line with your spine. And then you're just going to angle your fingers inwards slightly. So you're a bit on a diagonal line. And what we're going to do is we're going to lower ourselves down to the floor. Now, push-ups is all upper body. So shoulders, elbows, and then the head and neck don't physically move. They just follow what everything else is doing. So you're going to breathe in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, you're just going to bend through those elbows. So you're going to push them out to the side. You're going to lower your chest down towards the floor, keeping your head in line with your spine. Then you're going to push your hands down into the mat and straighten those arms. Okay, so just going to do that 5 times for me. It's just a normal push-up there. So you're just going to breathe out, bend, and then breathe in, straighten. Okay. Breathing out and in. So keep the belly button pulled in. So keep the core engaged. Good. Try not to drop the head to the floor. Okay. And then once you've done your 5, just rest for me. You can sit back and just take your weight away from your hands. Good, so hopefully that was all okay. But what we're going to do now is going to do a little bit more intense. Now we're going to go into your half plank position and do your push-up from that position. Or you can always stick to that box push-up that you just did. So if possible, again, so you're going to put your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your knees just a little bit further away from your hips, so we come into that half plank position. So you draw the belly button in, and again, angle your fingers in slightly, and then just going to lift both the feet off the floor, so you come into that balance there. You're going to draw the belly button in, and then when you're ready, exactly the same as you just did. So you're going to take a deep breath in, breathing out, you're going to bend through those elbows, chest comes down towards the floor, and then you're going to push back up to your starting position. And then again, so you breathe out, bend, and then breathe in, push up. Okay, so this time we're going to aim again for 5. And if you want to do more, aim for 10 if you like. Good. And then breathing out, and in, and out, and in. And then once you've done your 5, or once you've done your how many you want to do, just rest your feet, and again, just sit back into your shell stretch, and just have a breather here for me. So just breathing in for the nose, and then out for the mouth. Good, and when you're ready, just rolling yourself up to sitting. Good. Okay, now we're going to stretch out for your hips and your glutes slightly. So when you're ready, you just come to a sitting position and do grab your cushion if you need to. And you're just going to stretch both your legs away from the body. Okay, and then if you can, just going to bend your right foot. So you're going to bring your right foot in and just going to pick up the foot and then take it across for me, that left leg. Good, then you're going to use your left hand and you're going to wrap that arm around your leg. So really hug it in towards your chest. Then the hand that's free, you're going to place that hand behind you and then you're going to twist and you're going to rotate through your spine. Keep pulling that leg in towards the chest. Then just hold that stretch there. Breathing in for the nose and out from the mouth. Good, and then if you want a little bit more, you can bend the underneath leg, but only if both sit bones can stay connected to the mat. So that's the other option. Good, keep lifting out of the lower back. Keep the eyeline lifted. And when you're ready, rotate back round and release the legs. Good, now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so now bend your left leg in and then pick the foot up and take it across. And again, just wrap your right arm around that leg, bring it nice and tight into the body, place the hand behind you. And again, you're just going to rotate towards that side and then hold. And again, you may notice the difference, this side might be slightly tighter. And again, you can bend the other leg if possible, but again, only if both sit bones stay connected to your mat. And again, just breathe there, in for the nose and out for the mouth. Good. And when you're ready, just rotate back around to the middle. Well done. Just stretch both legs away and give them a little shake. That's it. Well done. Now we're going to come to all fours now for me. We're just going to finish with your cat stretch. So if you just come again to that 4-point kneeling position, so hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. I said it right that time. So relax your toes and lengthen that tailbone, draw the tummy in and head in line with your spine. And then when you're ready, just starting from your pelvis, so you're going to tuck your pelvis under, draw the belly button in as you push your spine up towards the ceiling, then just allow the head and neck to drop forward, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to go into your extended cat, so you're going to lengthen your tailbone. Keep the belly button drawn in as you lift your chest, lift your breastbone, and look towards the end of your mat. Then you're going to breathe in here, and again, you're going to breathe out, initiate from your pelvis, tuck the pelvis under, ripple through your spine, push the spine up, head and neck drop, breathing in, and then breathing out, draw the tummy in as you come into your extended cat. We'll do this one last time. And then back to that starting position. And then we'll come up to standing now. So from here, if we can, for today, just going to come into a crouch. So we're going to tuck your toes under. You're going to bring your hands in towards your knees, and you're going to lift both those knees off the floor. So you're going to push your hands down into the mat here. Then if we can, we're just going to push both your heels down into the floor and push that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Try and straighten your legs as much as you can, releasing the head and neck, so letting the head go heavy. And then when you're ready, you're just going to soften through your knees, draw the belly button in, and you're just going to roll yourself up to standing, rolling section by section, and again, head and neck are the last things to come up. Good, now we're going to come and stand for me. So come and stand off your mat when you're ready. That's it, so feet and knees, hip distance apart, arms resting down by your side, lifting up through your tummy, and then from there, just going to breathe in, lift your arms straight above the head, lift your eyeline at the top, And then push your arms all the way back down by your side. Good, then again, so just going to breathe in, lift, taking those arms up, and then breathe out lower. And then one last time, breathing in, and then breathing out, bringing those arms down to rest by your side. Good, and then you're done. Thank you